Yo, what's good? Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit of different, and we're gonna be coding up um, a mirror that roasts you. It's kind of an idea that I had back like about like a year ago or so, and I bought this giant ass mirror from IKEA and put it up in my room, and I actually built this project about probably like 9 months to a year ago, and I finished it and it was like kind of working, but I don't have the code for it anymore, so I have to kind of like redo it. Um, yeah, so I was just like, why not just like redo it on stream while all of you guys watch me code it up? Also, I'm gonna turn this into a YouTube video, so I think what I'm gonna do is just like stream all of the coding that I do on stream and then record it as well. So then I'll have all of the like the footage of me coding. I'm gonna turn it into like a fun little YouTube video as well. So yeah, let's get into it. I've already gone ahead and made a Git repository for this. So if I go, I'm trying to use my new Stream Deck as well. So let's see. Stream. Yeah. I go to desktop. So I've made this little repository here called Roast Mirror. I'm just going to go create a new branch on here, and I'm going to call it, let's just call it feed slash, what should I call it? Like, I don't know what this one's going to be. Let's just just get this working. Let's just say like first working. This is like a terrible way of naming a branch, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna get like my first working copy of this project on this branch, and then when it's like ready, I'm gonna merge it into my main branch, and that will be like kind of like the base of what I go off of. Hey, Poetic, how's it going, man? Welcome to a coding stream. This may be the most boring stream that you've ever watched, but yeah, I'm gonna code up a mirror that roasts you, and I'm gonna try to like stream it and record it for. Yeah, you're surprised I stream this time of day. Well, I've got all day now, man. I'm a free man, so yeah, I can stream at any time of the day now. And I want to work on this project during the day, so yeah, I'm just gonna stream it and record it so that we can make a little YouTube video out of it. Yeah. I can't remember if you've done any coding before. I think I asked you every single time that I start streaming myself coding, but I feel like you don't. Um, yeah, let me describe the project. So basically, this project is going to be like a little mirror that I have in my room, in the next room over, and I'm going to like have a camera set up on top of it, and it'll take a picture of you when you're in front of the mirror. And I have little speakers behind the mirror, so then it's going to like speak out loud, and basically like roast your outfit or like compliment you or something like that. Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty funny. I'm gonna try to do it all on stream. I don't think I'll get it all done today, but I'm gonna get a good portion of it done. And I have like a few things I need to do. I need to. That'll be very impressive. You can actually do that. I mean, so I was just saying on stream, I actually did this already. I had this like a working copy on my work laptop, and I had to get my work laptop back when I got fired. So yeah, that code does not exist anymore. So I'm gonna have to redo all the work I've already done. So technically, I know how to do this, but I'm gonna do it better this time, and I'm gonna do it all on stream and record it all so that yeah, I can make a YouTube video out of it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But first thing first, I want to like just like set up the device. So I have like little Raspberry Pi in the other room, and I'm going to just like connect it all, make sure that I can push code to it properly, and then I want to set up like a little like webhook that I can like see a live stream of the camera, just so I can like test stuff. And then I'm gonna like connect it to ChatGPT and just like run through some like prompts basically to like figure out what a good prompt will be for this AI mirror, and then I'll hook it up to 11 labs to get like the text to speech working, and then that's pretty much it working. And then I just gotta like figure out how I want to like trigger the system. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, let me throw my headphones. Also, is the music too loud? I can't tell. All right. Well, let's open this up in View. Is this? I don't ever use Windows, so open in Visual Studio Code. Oh, bring this shit over here. No, everything sounds good. Okay, dope. Yeah, if you've never seen this before, oh, I don't have Copilot. Logged in as Dylan Spencer. Wait, we have to get Copilot. Let's set this up right now. Am I logged in as me? Dylan Spencer, Copilot free. Yeah, this should just be working then. Extensions. Show me my extensions. Do I not have Copilot? It's installing right now. Yeah, so this is what's called an IDE. Oh god, I mean, let me make this full screen. Which is like basically like Microsoft Word, but for coding. Wait, I have to turn down my Spotify. It's so loud for me. Yeah, so this is where I get all of my coding done. This Copilot thing, it basically will do like autocomplete for me. It uses AI to do its own autocomplete, which is really nice. I don't want to do that right now. All right, so first things first, we have to create a new main file here. So I'm just gonna call this like, I don't even know. Actually, wait, no, I'm doing this in Balena. I need to make sure that I have Balena set up. Anyways, I'll make my starter script and I'll just call this like mirror.py. Since we're gonna be writing this in Python, it's a .py file. And then I need to add in here a Docker Compose file. Docker compose.yaml. And this is what's going to like let me basically use Docker and compose what the Docker architecture is going to look like. How to create one of these? Oh my god, I cannot remember. But let's just go and make sure that I can talk to my Raspberry Pi in the other room. So I use something called Balena, which seems like I have Balena running on this computer, which is good. Right? So let's do Balena login. Let's make sure. Oh god. Balena login. Make sure this works. It looks like I have it installed, but it's just not. Oh, no, it's working. It's just being really fucking slow. Might have to update my Balena CLI. Yeah, let's do WebAuth. This is gonna bring me to here. What do I do it through GitHub or Google? I think Google. Yeah, authorize. And let me just make sure. So if I go back here to my fleets, yeah, I have one device. So this is the Raspberry Pi that I'm going to be talking to, which I love Balena's naming system because they'll come up with like 2 random ass words for every time you like create a new device. And this one's called Sinister Ranch. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, so then here I can see the IP. So we'll need this. Yeah. And I can even do what's called like a Balena scan. And this should show me that there's a device on my network. Oh, I need... Oh, what is... Oh, there's no sudo on Windows, right? Ugh, that's annoying. How do you do sudo in Windows? Whatever. That's not for me to figure out right now. Ugh. Yeah. So, since we're vibe coding this, I'm also going to be using chat to help me out. Because Chat is like a speed boost in programming. It's like it speeds you up like 10x basically. So what I'm gonna like right now, I don't remember how to build a Docker Compose for Balena, so I'm gonna just go into chat, use my Stream Deck to pull up chat. Did that work? Oh, it did work. Sick. Okay. So first I'm gonna be like, I'm building a project in Balena. Help me build a Docker Compose to run a Python script. So and it's just gonna do this for me. Like, yeah, this is perfect. I was using ChatGPT earlier to help me with stuff too. Yeah, it is especially for coding. This is goated, like absolutely goated. So I'm gonna go back here, paste this guy in, and then this defines my services. So these are gonna be like my containers. There's gonna be one called app, which I'll rename here. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm just gonna call this mirror. And I have to move my mirror.py in here as well. And then I'm also going to have to create a Docker file in here, which is just called Docker file, I think. Yeah. And then in there, I'm going to have to actually change that as well. So in the Docker Compose, I'm going to have to go in here, and we're going to call this mirror. And it's going to go build in the ./mirror directory. And we want restart always in case that it crashes, that it's always going to restart and reboot the Python script that we're running. So if I like power down the Raspberry Pi and I power it back up, then it's going to also restart our program as well. And this environment, Python buffered, is probably just a Python thing that Balena expects in the environment variables. So let's save that, get into our Docker file here, and then I'll copy all this code, paste that, and this is going to be wrong. We do want it to do this, though. We want it to install our requirements.txt, which we'll add that in here as well. So this is going to be our packages that we're going to install, which there's going to be a few packages. Like we're going to need the OpenAI API. We're going to need the 11 Labs API. We're going to need some like camera tools that aren't installed. We're going to need like Flask as a server to serve up our live stream. Yeah, we're going to need a bunch of stuff. So let's see. In here, so we download Python 3.11. We're installing requirements.txt. And then we want to just copy dot. So we want to copy these files to user source app, which I mean, like, whatever, I guess. I mean, let's just do it to /app and set our work directory to /app. And we're going to run Python 3, and then we're going to run mirror.py. Save that. And if I just do something like this, and I do, let's see. Let's just do a while true. And we're going to print hello world. And then we're going to, what is the, I think it's just time. Yeah, we have to import time. And I think it's just like time.sleep. Something like that. Where's my Copilot? My Copilot should be helping me out with this right now. Oh, I have to restart update. Okay, let's do that real quick. Restart my Visual Studio Code. Sweet. And do I have Python? Like this should be giving me better hints for this as well. Okay, yeah, module time. So if I do like this, time dot, yeah, it should give me those properties. Sleep 1, save that,
Nothing in my requirements. Docker file is good. Requirements is good. I don't want to install any container tools. So this is looking pretty good right now. I wish it let me vote for you in the streamer awards. I know, I'm just like not big enough yet, you know? My like, what you're like my one concurrent viewer, so. Okay. So, what is next? We're going to test this out now. So if I do a Balena push and the IP, which if we go back here, is 10.0.0.42. So I'm going to paste that in. And Balena push is going to take this code that's in my Docker Compose here, and it's going to push this code to that system. So I hit enter. Hello, VadBest 2024. How's it going, brother? It's been a while. I know, it's been way too long. Welcome to the coding stream. We are just working on a little project right now where we are coding a mirror that roasts you. Yeah, so right now it's going through all the steps. There's 7 steps right now in our Docker file. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess. I guess there's a couple steps here. Yeah, so it's running the pip install requirements.txt, which there's nothing in there yet. And then it's gonna do the copy. Oh, there's no file called requirements.txt. Did I copy /app? Wait, oh, we need to do this after the copy, maybe? Like here? It's saying I can't find require unless I spelled this wrong. Hold up. I think this is what I need to do. I want you to judge me again. Have you added some... Oh god. Focus. Focus camera. Have you added any new stuff to your portfolio? Ooh, okay. I'll take a look at this in a sec. Okay. So, we have gone through all the steps that worked that time. Yeah. Yeah, it went through all the steps, and then it ran mirror.py, and now it's running. So then now we can see the logs down here. So every about 1 second, if we go back to the mirror.py code, this is going to loop through forever. It's a while true, so it's going to go and loop through all this code. It's going to run hello world, which is going to print to this console, and then it's going to sleep for about 1 second. So you'll see there's like a 1 second gap in between each of these calls to this code. There you go. Okay, now that we got this running, I'll take a quick look. Take a quick look at your new portfolio here. Andrew Comp MP4.
4 days after posting episode 1 and I already led my first clients. 100k, 50% upfront. Oh, ow. If you're new here, hey, I'm Andrew and I started this challenge completely from zero. No old clients count and my goal is to hit 10k a month as a video editor from scratch. Last week was actually crazy, so in this video I'll show you exactly what happened last week and how I managed to land my first client of this challenge.
Wow, that's actually really impressive. That's really good. Poetic, it looks like you got some competition for video editor here. Poetic in chat it's been doing some of my video editing for me. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, it's definitely way better than it was before. That was great. Is that you as well in the video, or is that someone else? Okay. Anyways, back. No, that was a challenge for a gig. Oh, sick. That's dope. Okay. So we've done blah 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 all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, but I did what I could. Yeah, that's dope. I think you'll win, man. That was pretty good with what you had to work with. That was very good. Okay, so now what do we want to do? I want to talk to the camera that is connected to the Raspberry Pi. So I can also do this here. So if I control C out of this, I can do a Balena SSH. I think it's Balena device SSH one. No, what was it? Can I paste it? No. 10.0.0.42. Oh, and wait, and I gotta go into the mirror container, so get me out of this. And I would type in mirror. Right? Oh no, I can do it from host. This will get me into the host of the Raspberry Pi. So now that I'm here, I can do a ls USB. And this will show me that there is an HD webcam connected on device 3, and it's called HD webcam C615. Okay. So now with that information, what I'll do is go into chat here, and I'm going to create a new chat, and I'm going to say, I have a Raspberry Pi running Balena OS. I have a camera attached to it, and then I'm going to paste in the HD webcam there, and I say, help me build a Python file that takes the video from that camera and outputs it to a video, outputs it to a local stream I can watch through the browser. Maybe something like that. See how long it takes to solve this problem. What a lot of people think as well is that chat is just gonna like replace a lot of like programmers, but you'll see here that it's gonna give me a lot of like information, but it's not able to just like solve the problem, I guess. Like I have to take the pieces still that it's given me and turn it into the actual program. So is that pro? Yeah, this is ChatGPT Pro. Yeah, I'm a big spender. Okay, so it wants us to use Flask, which is like a server, basically a Python server, and then wants us to use OpenCV, which is for, oh god, what does the CV stand for again? It's like oh, why am I blanking? Computer vision, right? Yeah, computer vision. So it's a computer vision library that will basically allow us, I think, to take maybe I don't know if I like the strategy. What it's gonna want to do here, I think, is like take frames, take pictures from the video, convert it into like data, and then output it to Flask over the server. And I don't think that's like the best option. Let's see if that's true. So it wants to get the camera, so it's gonna get a video capture from it, and then it's gonna create a little web page here. Yeah, it's going to do it with images, which I don't think is the best way to do it. So I want to say I want to get the video stream and output it to a video tag, not an image. So yeah, that's what I thought it was going to try to do, which is definitely not the best solution because it's going to have to like take a picture, re-render the web page, take another picture, re-render the web page, and like if you have to do that like 30 times a second to get 30 frames, that's not the best way. So totally doable with a small tweak in the HTML. You can pipe the same MJPEG stream into a video tag. One caveat, doesn't officially, so yeah, shouldn't I be using something like HLS or something? Yeah. I don't think this is the best way to do it either. So shouldn't we be using HLS or WebRTC to stream this to the browser? Next, this would be the best way. And technically I should have like maybe like another container or something doing this, or like another process doing this, but yeah, you're absolutely right to think HLS or WebRTC instead of MJPEG hack. Yeah, which is fine. So it wants me to use FFmpeg, which, yeah, so this is a good thing. So it wants me to use FFmpeg, which is basically like the best thing you'll ever use if you're doing anything with video. And it wants me to install Flask. Okay, so in your Docker file, add this. So I don't think this is the proper way of doing this in Balena, but let's see. I'll add this at the top. And I don't think that this is the best way to do this, yeah. I think it's like... I think I just have to do... install packages? FFmpeg? Is this the right way? I can't remember. Maybe this is the best way? I can't remember. Let's see. Balena install FFmpeg. So what did they do? They did... Also, we want this. We want a no cache directory as well. It's not really saying... So try it in this line. Okay, so... Yeah, it's the run that we were missing. They forgot about that. Oh, and I have to do the run there too. Okay, so this looks about right, I think. Let's just give this a run. So let me make this my SSH terminal, and then this one will be my run. So we can rerun this. It's gonna do this install here, so it's install in FFmpeg. Looks like that's working. Dope, dope, dope. Let's make sure that that actually works. All right, Dilly, I'm gonna go out to eat. Oh, good. Have fun, man. I'm very excited to see how this project turns out. Okay, dope. Well, yeah, I'm definitely... I don't know if I'll get this done today, but this will be like a multi-day project or something. So you can come back when like maybe the coding's a bit more complete, and then we can actually like fuck around and test the mirror roasting me and shit. I think that'll be fun. Bet. All right, man. Have fun eating out. I'll see you soon. And let me know how that video goes that you're editing. I'm excited to see it. I don't understand shit, but I'm listening. Have you done any like coding or anything like that? Or like, if you have any questions, just let me know and I can like explain what's going on. I explained like I'm stupid. I mean, obviously that's not true based on what I saw in your video editing, but yeah, if you have any questions, that's why I'm going for the video editing stuff. I mean, that takes skill and like intellect. Oh my god, FFmpeg's a huge package. Apparently, it's taking forever to install. So what's really going on here is that I have another computer running in my other room. And right now we're pushing code to run on that computer. So this isn't actually running on the computer that we're on right now. And these files are like setting up how that code gets ran on that little computer. 2 computers, yeah. The one in that room is like this tiny little computer called the Raspberry Pi, and I have it sitting behind my mirror. So the idea is that the code's gonna run on that, trigger a camera that's attached to it. I mean, it's kind of like a mini PC, but like less beefy. Like it doesn't have like a graphics card or anything. It's just a CPU and like some headers and like USB and that type of thing, and like a little mic output as well. Yeah. So then I have like a little USB camera plugged into it. No RAM either, I don't think. But yeah, it does have storage. It's just on like a little micro SD, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a little computer. It's about like $60, I think. And it has a network jack. Yeah, so then I have it connected. Oh no, I have it connected through Wi-Fi actually. Yeah, I have it connected through Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's like $60 or something. Yeah, it's really not bad. And you can get like beefier ones too. Like, let's see, they're called Raspberry Pi. This is Canadian though, so this is probably about like $80 or something USD, and that's for the new one. That's for the Pi 5. I use like the Pi 4, and that's about all you really need. It also has Bluetooth as well. Yeah, I do have a mini PC as well that I run my home automation software on as well. Okay, we're back. It installed FFmpeg, all good, and it did all of our install, and now it's running our little script. So this is perfect. So let's go back to what ChatGPT says. It's literally the size of a phone for sure. So it wants us to install this. It wants to install Flask. I forgot to update that as well. So we come in here and we just type in Flask. That's it. And then it wants to grab video from Video 0 and encode it. Saves the HLS files via Flask, or serves the HLS files via Flask, and then renders a page with a proper video tag. Okay, so this is the actual ffmpeg command. So ffmpeg-f, so it's using this v4l2, 25 frames a second. The video size is going to be 1280 by 720, which I don't know if that camera supports that or not. Your camera's device is Video 0, which we can also check, I think, if I do an ls/dev/star. Maybe? What if I just do /dev? Is there one in here called... Oh yeah, so it's Video 0 and Video 1. So it's going to go try to... It's either one of these two or Video 19 or something. Specifically the third pinned one. And the one with Oh, wait. The photos on your Insta are really good. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. This was the third pinned one. What is that? I bet you that's the one that my girlfriend hates. Because that was my ex-girlfriend. Oh, no. That, yeah, like the blurry one. Yeah, I love those photos. That was like my thing for a while was like the kind of like blurry photos. Yep. And the one with J-Schlatt, yeah. That one actually didn't get that many likes compared to all the other photos that I've been posting, but yeah, I like those photos just because I like J-Schlatt. Yeah, okay. So, what do we need to do? So we need to go back into our mirror file here. And we are going to go through this like one by one. So, let's do this. Grab this first little bit here. And just paste this in. And I'm just going to go through and make sure this is all correct. So, camera device. H.264 OMX for if hardware Excel is available, which I don't think it is. So I think libx264 is going to be our best bet here. Preset very fast, zero latency, HLS, and then these are some HLS properties. and FFmpeg process. So this is going to help us keep track of the FFmpeg process once it starts. Okay, so let's go look at this start FFmpeg process. Paste that in. So what is this going to do? This is going to create a global variable, which is going to be this guy here. It's going to say, okay, reference that guy. If FFmpeg process is none, which it will be when it starts, or FFmpeg process.pull is not none, which I don't exactly know what that means, but I'm assuming that it's going to go check that process, and if it's not none, then that means that we need to restart it or something. Anyway, so we print starting FFmpeg for HLS, and then it's going to reference this global process here and call subprocess.popen, so it's going to open a new process, and it's going to run this command and say that we don't want any std out, or any std out is going to be def null, which is none, and our error is going to go to std out. So we're only going to see errors. That's it. And that's basically it. That's all that does. And then we're going to create a Flask route here, which is going to return our HTML code. So let's grab that. So if we hit slash, so it's basically just going to be our IP and then slash, and it's going to render up this HTML page that says, and the title is going to be PyHLS stream, which we can change this to be like mirror video. This is going to create some CSS styling. It's going to set the background to be like a grayish maybe or something. And yeah, we can change all this text in a bit. It's going to call our start FFmpeg here. So once we hit this route, it's going to go and start up the FFmpeg stream, which is what we want. And then we want to render our template string, which is going to be this code here, right? Render template string, HTML. Yeah, HTML equals this. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And then we want to... Okay, so this is going to be how... Right? What is this do? Path and file name. I don't think we really need this. Do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. But this is how this code here is going to access the actual HLS file. So we have to add this route as well. So this is going to be /HLS and the path and the file name. So that's going to be like this here, like this stream.m3u8. And then the video tag is also going to hit this and try to pull those segments as well. Cool. And then this is where the program starts. So the program is going to start down here. And this if name equals main, you don't really need to know what this means, but this is basically just looking for the main module. And this is just where your program's going to start up, which we don't want FFmpeg to start here. So we can just say nope. We can just run this on 000 port 8000. I kind of like 3000 more. Threaded true, that's good. Save that, and then we will... My super brain just nodding how I nod when I stare at the teacher in class. If you have any questions, let me know. But basically, yeah, what we're trying to do is just take a video stream from that camera, and we're gonna try to render it to the video, or like to the web page. So what we have to do is first like create something called an HLS stream, which is a way of like taking video frames from the camera and putting them into a way that we can interpret in a browser in a fast and effective way. So what we're doing here is getting FFmpeg to start this process here and record what's called HLS segments to a file. And then once we hit this web page, the web page is going to start asking for those files. And then HLS in the browser can then just go and stream them correctly just in the browser. It's good I did not take any science subjects. My subjects are management, marketing, finance, and accounting. I mean, that's really sick. That's fun. But like science is really fun as well. So let's push this code and we'll see how bad ChatGPT did here. I can't really see any immediate problems besides the fact that I don't think that the video tag can play HLS directly, if I remember correctly. Science is good and fun, yes. But I'm stupid. I mean, I've been doing this for like since I was like 8 years old. Okay, so it's restarting the service, and it's gonna reboot all my code, so starting. Alright, okay. So this means that the Flash server is running, and it's running it all on 0000. I want it to run on not just locally though. I need to access it non-locally. How do I do that again? Maybe host. I can change this to be the actual IP of it, like 0.0.42. Maybe that works. Is your IP showing? No, it's not showing. I don't think. No. No, these are all local addresses. So this can only be accessed if you're on the network that I'm on right now. It's not showing like a public IP address or anything. Yeah, totally. Yeah, if it was like my public IP address, I'd be a bit more scared, but yeah, it is not. Okay, cannot assign that address. Okay, well, let's go back to this, and then I just need to go in a chat and say, I want to serve it up so I can view it from other devices on my network. And I can't remember how to do this off the top of my head, so let's see. I might have to change the network mode as well to host. That might be a thing. Yeah, that's not what I asked. So, yeah. Bind the server 0000. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have to do that? Alright, you keep working. I'll just lower the volume of the stream and work on the video I was working on. Okay, dope. Yeah, I appreciate you staying in the stream. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, I have to open the port here. And do I have to privilege true? Yeah, right? Okay, so I need to change privilege true. So we go into our Docker file. No, we need to go Docker compose. Privilege true. Network mode host. Save that. Save this. Restart this. Yeah, there we go. So now it's running on the proper IP address here. So if I go to my browser now, and I go to 10.0.0.42, and we go to port 3000, I should see a stream. Doesn't play track Chromium-based browser. Okay, let's see what errors we're getting here. So server responded with 404. That's for the stream.m3u8. So why is that? Started FMPEG for HLS. So now if I go into here, And I go into mirror. I should be able to ls here. And I should go ls hls. And I do see stream.m3u8 there. It just can't find it. So maybe this needs to be hls dir, which maybe this needs to be /app/hls. See if that's right. So if I refresh this page, oh baby, let's go. We see some video. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's dope. You can see my little cat down here. Look how cute Suki is. Aw, that's really cute. Okay, so we got a live stream going. Hell yeah. Watch this. I wonder if I say her name that she'll be able to hear us from here. Suki! Suki! Oh, look it! Look it! Oh my god, she can hear me. Oh, Suki. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, hold up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pet my kitty. Oh, back. Oh, there's a little bit of a lag on it, as you can see. Oh my god, there's a big lag on it. That's gotta be like a 30-second lag or something. That's so funny. I was like, wait, hold up, I gotta make my bed real quick. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, let's change some of the text on this. We don't need this. And we don't need this to be called this. This is gonna be mirror. Let's call it Dilly's mirror. Save that. Let that restart there. That's so funny. We have cat cam now. Okay, so now if I refresh this, we'll probably get a bit more updated version. Oh my god, look at my cat. She's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I might need to point it down more if I want it to get like... I kind of wanted this little... Oh my god, what? This is playing back from so far. What the hell? Why is that so... This is like so far back in time. Oh, wait. I'm so confused. Why is this playing from so far back? Whatever. At least we know it works. Okay. So now that we got the video working, I'm assuming... Actually, sorry. I'm assuming what's happening there is that it's recording the files, and then when I restart, it's gonna go and ask for the most recent video file. So it's gonna restart to the very first frame that it has, basically. What the hell? This is so weird watching video of me. We already watched this. Okay, we don't need to watch me make my bed again. Anyways, that's working way better. That's really sick. Okay. What is next? I wish I could like clean this up a bit. So we know this works here. So let's actually commit this to first working here, where we have our Docker compose, we have a Docker file, the mirror file, requirements file, and that's all we need. So I say feed first working, or let's just say like live video feed to web page, and we can commit that. That's going to commit all of these changes. I'm going to publish a repository. Oh, and I've signed in. Sign in as me. And we'll call it roast mirror. Make this public. And we can publish the repository. Nice. Cool. So we have first working, and we have our first commit here, which is all of this code. So now I can make changes to this code without like having to worry about losing my progress. So this creates like a checkpoint basically that we can always go back to and be like, okay, if shit is all fucked up now, we can go at least go back to the point where it was working at one point. Yeah. So let's go on to the next bit here, which I want to, yeah, what do I want to do? So next thing I want to do is get it connected to my like ChatGPT maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let's get it to take a picture. I don't know, but then we have to figure out how to trigger it first. Yeah, which is gonna be, yeah. Let's work on the trigger thing. So yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a couple ways that we can do it. In the past I tried doing it with like a motion sensor. I tried doing it with like, oh, I want it to like detect when you're standing in the frame. Yeah, I did it a couple of ways, but I think the best way to do it is just like trigger it through a button press or something. Like, I'm standing in front of the mirror, I want to press a button, and then I want it to like take your photo and to like set up all the stuff to roast you. So the best way to do that is to use my other computer. So I have another computer that's like, yeah, running my home automation system. So I actually have it here. Where is it? Lights? Yeah, so this is my home automation system. So this controls like all the lights in my house. There's like a little lamp behind me. You can see maybe if I move out of the way. Where the fuck is that lamp? This way? Oh yeah. So I turn on small mirror lamp. You'll see a little bit of purple light show up like right behind me here. And I turn that on and off automatically. I can control like all my lamps, my bedroom lights, my living room lights, my temperature, like all that stuff. But I can also have it trigger stuff. So I have a little key fob that I carry around with me that controls all of my lights as well. So I'm thinking of like setting up a button press from that and have that trigger like it taking a photo and stuff. So I actually did, this is how I did it before the first time that I did it. So in here I have in automation, and I have my key fob automation, and I can say it's like when I press the minus button that it's going to go and trigger the mirror, which that comes from this file, I think. file editor. And then in here, I think it's called rest. Yeah, rest.yaml. And there's one in here called, oh, there's also a welcome home one. Trigger mirror. So what this is going to do is going to go to 10.0.0.42, I guess on port 3000. Yeah, that is the port that is running. And it's going to call something called trigger mirror. And it's going to post. So this is going to send an HTTP post request to our other computer, which we know now is running on port 42. And we set the port 3000 as the port that I like. So we can see all of that here. It's running on port 3000. The 0.0.0 is just like, use my IP, whatever the IP of this device, which it is set to .42. And this server is going to be running on port 3000. And what we're going to do is create another app route. So we're going to create an app, app.route. And we're going to call this one slash, what is it? Slash trigger mirror. And I think I have to put this in quotes. Sweet. And then we can create a function and we're going to call it trigger mirror. And for now, we're just going to say like print to, I don't know, we don't really need to send anything back. We can just let this die and we can say print mirror triggered. And we can save that. And we don't have that running anymore. And yeah, so this is going to go and try to call that whenever we press that button on our key fob. So I set up this automation for my key fob, and this has all my buttons. So it's gonna say like for each button, like my square button press is turning on my dining room lights, and then my minus button is gonna go and perform action rest command dot trigger mirror. And yeah, so I think that actually this should just work right now. Let me grab my key fob. I'll be right back. Cool. Yeah, I got my key fob. So this is what it looks like. You can kind of see it. There's like a bunch of little buttons on it. There's like a square button, circle, triangle, X, like all the PlayStation buttons. And then it has a plus and a minus button. So the minus button is what we're going to be using right now. And since it's like a wireless device, I can just be sitting here from my desk and I can just press a button. So like right now if I press the minus button, we got something, at least. We got a 405, which is some sort of like, this doesn't exist or something. Trigger mirror. Is that not what we have here? App route slash trigger mirror. Do I need a slash at the end? I don't think so. Yeah, what is a 405? Error code. Method not allowed. Oh, I know the problem. I made it a get request, not a post request. Yeah, so how do I do that? Post. Let's see if our Copilot can help us out with this. I think it's in here, right? Oh, where is it? Let's see. Flask. Post request. Let's see. Show me more. Methods post. That's what we're missing. Okay. So we add a little comma here, and then we add the method post. And that's all we need. So the method not allowed is like saying that it made a request to our endpoint, which is our /trigger mirror, but it did a post, and we had set this up to be a get. So it was trying to get something when it was trying to do an action like a post. So now I'm gonna press like the little minus button here. Let's see if I can show you. So I have my finger on the minus button. I give it like a little press. Oh, and then everything fucked up. Oh, and it said, yeah, we didn't return a valid response, so we have to return something here, I guess. So we can return 200, which is like everything is okay. And then we'll try it one more time here. So, ready? We're gonna press the button. Focus. Something didn't work. What does it want? What does it want us to return here? What is this example? Return a string? Can't I just return a number? Must be a string. Oh, okay, well, can I make it 200? Like that? Why does it have to be a string? A response instance. There's probably like a res.status or something we can use. Anyways, this should be fine now. So one more time. This should be the last time. Focus. Focus. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey, let's go! We got a mirror triggered. So we press the little button. All the way from here, this, oh my god, focus. This went to my mini PC that's running my home automation software, and then that went to my Raspberry Pi that's behind my computer. So, that's pretty cool. All my computer, and actually, yeah, and then it went to this computer, showing me that the mirror got triggered. So we have 3 computers all working together. And that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, okay. So, mirror's been triggered. Now we want something that like actually happened. So what I'm gonna do now is Control C this, and I'm gonna go back into chat. We're gonna create a new chat now, and I'm gonna say when the trigger mirror is called, I want to use OpenCV to get a frame from my camera, and I want to, what do I want to do? Just like print out the, actually no, let's just say I want to send the image to ChatGPT. And I forgot to paste my thing. Okay, fuck this. Wait, stop this. So I'm gonna copy this. Copy. Paste this. Oh, and we should commit this new change that we made. So let's call it feet. And we're gonna say add route for triggering mirror. And push that up. And then down here, we're gonna go and we're gonna paste in this code from here. Give it some context. Let's see what it says. I'm gonna have to go and reference the new ChatGPT API as well. Let's just search it up. Python AI library. So it's just OpenAI. So we can go into our requirements here. We're gonna add OpenAI. Client. Ooh, and I'll have to get my key, which I'm gonna have to hide from you guys. Cool. Okay, the thing that we really need here is the OpenCV part, which I also have to add here. OpenCV. Save that. And let's check out what chat has said now. So, grabs a single frame using OpenCV, sends the frame ChatGPT, blah, 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 blah. It didn't say anything about the requirements.txt that we need, which is fine. But let's just see what information it gets here. So capture image from camera, takes in our camera that we have figured out already, and it wants to return it as a base 64 JPEG image. Okay, sweet. So it's going to use video capture from OpenCV. Failed to open camera, so it's going to make sure that the camera, it can be opened. Grabs a single frame. So our frame is going to be capture.read. Then it releases. And then if not ret, which I don't know what that is, or frame is none. So if either of those are none, then it's going to fail. Encodes the image as a JPEG. And then we're going to convert it into a base 64 encoded image. Cool. Dope, 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 dope. Yeah, this looks all good to me. So let's just copy this function for now. So that's really all we need. We know everything else works, so I don't really want to replace all my code. So I'm going to go up here, and below our start fmpeg function, I'm going to add a new one, which is the capture frame from camera. And then down here in our trigger mirror, we're going to call this function. So I'm going to go down to trigger mirror, and then we're going to say capture image here, and then I'm just going to go and print it. Print, and I'm going to print out the data. So image data URL for debugging. Save that. And it looks like one of our packages may be wrong in our pip install. So let's see if that is true or not. Yeah, so that failed. Which one? OpenAI? Could not find a version that satisfies a requirement of OpenCV. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's just CV2? OpenCV Python. Let's see. How do we install this? Did I pass it? Oh, it should be at the top, right? Usually it just says somewhere. Oh, there it is. OpenCV Python. So I missed the dash Python bit. Oh god, I hate you guys. What was I doing? Requirements. I missed the dash Python. Nice. So that's about all I should need. So now instead of printing out like mirror triggered, we're printing out the actual data from the image. So we proved now that I can get video stream, like live video feed from the camera, but now what I'm proving is that I can get a single image from the camera, and then I can just make sure that all of the actual byte data is there, so that when I want to send it to ChatGPT to interpret, then it has all the information that it needs properly. Cool. While this is downloading, I'm going to go take a piss. I'll be right back. grab a little protein bar. Okay. Well, it looks like everything worked. So now, if I go and click this button, oh, CV2 is not defined. I haven't imported anything yet. I made a mistake. I didn't bring anything to the top here. So we have to go back to what chat gave us. And then we just have to go and take in all of this stuff here. So there we go. So I taken that, and then I'll just paste this at the top. Nice. And we'll save that again. The thing I really like about Balena and like Docker, I guess, is that I can just save the file and that's gonna like just immediately restart my program, which is really nice. Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna hit the minus button. And we should see the data. Nice. Let's go. So this may look like absolute gibberish right now, but this is the base 64 encoded image. Which, did that happen multiple times? That may be just the same line. Yeah, I think it's just the same line. Yeah, it's a lot of data for one little image for sure. But yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, dope. Ugh. That is good. Now we need to figure out how to use the OpenAI API. So let's not use chat. Let's just go look at the example here. So it's OpenAI, which I think I already downloaded. Yep. And then we want to get this. Oh, God. My nose. So I go back up here, add these to my imports, and then go down to our trigger mirror. So now we have the image data URL. Then don't want to print this anymore. I want to create a client. Oh, down here. And I'm gonna have to tab this up. Tab this, tab that. And, oh, I'm gonna have to get something called .env here too. .env. And I'm gonna have to go into my mirror, create a new file called .env. And I'm gonna have to copy this. Which this is gonna be my OpenAI key, which I'm gonna go and grab from my OpenAI account. API key page. It's just a link. Log in. I think I just did it on this account. Right. Oh god, wait, don't look at my keys. Hopefully I didn't see that. Or I didn't show it. Let me go into this view for a sec. Well, I grab my key. Okay, you couldn't see it. Let's see. How do I grab my key? Is the question. Yeah, let's create a new secret key. And call this mirror roast. Create a secret key, and it's gonna let me copy this one time. Copied. And I'm gonna paste it in here. I think this is supposed to be in quotes? I can't remember. I'm gonna say no. What does it say? Okay, so there's that. I copied in .env. And I don't want to use OS, I want to use... How do I... Give me a .env example here. I pasted this in this. Yeah, okay, I can bring you guys back now. I'm just not gonna wait. Let me just yeah, exit out of this page now. Okay, we're back. Yeah, let's figure out how to use .env. Example. I always forget every single time. So we did that. We did that. We need to use this. So add this to my froms. We need to do this. To load our .env, and then we do os.getenv. Yeah, that all stays the same. So this is good. Yeah, okay, I think that is all loaded. Let's just save this up and make sure that all works as expected. That's fine. Cool. That looks like that's working. So, and then actually let's just make sure that when I hit this button now, no, it didn't crash. Perfect. Cool. That's what we want. So create the client properly. And what are the available models that we can use? So responses.create, instructions. How do I check vision with an image URL? Interesting. Okay. So with based, oh, this is exactly what we want. Okay. Let's go. So we want a response, something like this. So let's do that. And we want to send image URL, and we're going to pass in here image data URL. Perfect. And prompt, which we don't have a prompt yet. But our prompt will be, let's just do that. What is in this image? Let's just see if that works. So this will go now, capture a still frame, convert it to base64, create a new client to OpenAI, create a prompt, what's in this image, and then it's going to go and pass that image basically here. Okay, ready? Let's see if this works. Pressing the minus button, 3, 2, 1. Takes the photo, sends it to ChatGPT, and what do we get back? Okay. Wait, that took a while for us to get the post. Oh, and we're not doing it. Sorry, that's my bad. I fucked it. I didn't add in the, what the hell is this? This needs to be, like, tabbed over one? Ew. That's horrible. No, this can be on the same. I need to do something with this. I'm gonna print out response. There we go. It took a little while to get the response. I wish there was a faster way. Maybe there is a faster model I can use. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Pressed. Got the image. Okay, okay. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, response. Okay, there's some text in here. Right here. The image shows a corner of a room with a cozy appearance. There's a large beanbag in the foreground, which appears to be occupied by a pet. A gray nightstand is beside it, holding several items, including jars and a small lamp. There's also a bed in the room with light bedding and a rug on the floor. Natural light is coming through the window, adding to the warm ambience. That's pretty good. Like, that's exactly what we wanted. So it was able to take a picture. So just for reference, if I go to 10.42.3000, actually make sure this is still working. Hello? Did this stop working? Dilly's mirror? Start an FMPEG. Yeah, I'm getting a call from somebody. W Bunting. Do I trust this? Here, hold up. Let me see. Can I mute myself? That was so funny. This guy was like, called me. He's like, who is this? I was like, Dylan Spencer. And he's like, no. I was like, I mean, yeah, that's me. He's like, no, this is my wife's number. I was like, what is the number? And he's like, he spelled out my number. And I was like, no, that's definitely my number. It's always been my number. Yeah. Anyways, that was quite funny. I love that. 404. Yeah, what is going on here? Why has this chosen to stop working? Okay, it's working now. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so for reference, this is what the AI was talking about when it said, there's a large beanbag in the foreground which appears to be occupied by a pet. That's this. A gray nightstand is beside it, holding several items, which is this. And then there's also a bed in the room with light bedding and a rug on the floor. So this is the rug. This is the bedding. It's pretty good at like understanding what is in the image, which that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, let's see. Let's make this text a little bit more readable. What did chat? Actually, wait. Can I do this as well while we're streaming? Let's see. Failed to open camera device. Okay, so that's good. So we have to not be on this page. Whatever, have this open. So I close out of that. And maybe click it again. Is it still failed to open? Okay, so it takes some time for that to let go, I'm assuming, of the camera. I wonder if there's a better way to like close it or something afterwards. I don't know. Yeah, I wonder how long that takes for it to close out. Anyways, okay, so we can figure that out later. We want to go back and look at chat and see what it said down here. So in the trigger, it's doing user prompt. It's sending that to, I guess, basically what we did as well. Yeah. Oh, it's doing this. Response.choices.message.content. Is that what we saw? So it's response.choices? Is that what we're in right now? Response. Let's say response output. What did OpenAI say? Okay, well, show me what the response object looks like. Streaming responses, that's cool. Real-time API. Oh, this could be cool. Multimodal. Async. Oh, and you have to use async IO. That's sick. GPT real-time. Interesting, that's cool. Sound audio inputs, outputs. Okay. Interesting. Cool. This could be something that we use as well. That's cool. Let's just look at this. So I can just basically pull out what I need from this, which would be content.text. What did R say? Is that what it said? Content.text? Message.content. I mean, it's not really what we want. We want this, which comes from the text object of content, which is from output. So we need response dot output dot content dot text, maybe. This is kind of what I'm seeing by looking at this object that it got returned. So let's see. So I hit the minus button. That's gonna go trigger it. Okay, so oh, it is a list. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so oh, output at 0. Okay, so output at 0 maybe? Is that what they had too? No, dot. So this should be right. Okay, let's try this out. So hit the button. Oh, it's another one too. So what is it? Content at 0? So is content also a response? Content's also 1. Okay. Returns. Okay. This is annoying. So maybe it's that. And this is, yeah, this just has a text property. So hopefully this is the same every time. So hit the button. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. And, ooh, okay. So the image shows a cozy room with a bed on the right and a small seating area with a beanbag chair in the corner. There is a lamp nearby, a nightstand with various items on top, and a rug on the floor. A window with blinds is also visible, allowing some natural light in the room. Additionally, it appears that a pet is lounging in the beanbag chair. That's really cute. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And like the idea of this now is going to be come up with a good prompt that gives us something that we like actually can use. Yeah. Yeah, so what do we do? What do we do? Let's try like I don't know. What should we try first? Like we'll just say like roast this room and just see. Use slang. Be funny. And let's just see what it says. Hopefully it doesn't say anything mean about my cat. I'll be very angry if it does. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hit the button. We're gonna have to find a way to speed this up, I think. Okay, so what are these characters? So what's this cozy corner trying to do? It's giving an IKEA threw up Fluffy, but definitely had some bad decisions. And that beanbag, bro, it looks like it's been through more struggles than I have on Monday mornings. Is it a couch or just a sad lump of fabric waiting for a Netflix binge? Also, did the lamp just get lost on the way to the disco? what's it doing standing there all lonely? And those snacks on the nightstand looks like they've been sitting there since the last ice age. In short, this room's got less character than a cardboard cutout. Get it together, fam. That's so cringe. That's really bad. That's funny. I mean, this is a really great start, I think. Yeah, let's commit these. Oh god, don't look at that. I think I just leaked that. Okay, cut that out, cut that out. No, why? What the hell? I need... Oh god, I can't believe I leaked that. Well, cut that from the stream. I tried so hard not to leak that. That's so sad. I need a .git ignore. Okay, let me just double check this again. Okay, we're good. We're good. So now my .n file with my key will not be in here. Anyways, I'm gonna go, for any of you trying to steal that key, I'm gonna go make sure that's not the key anymore. So you will not see that in the actual video or in my stream. Actually, you might see it, but you cannot use it because I will change it after the stream is done. Which I'm just gonna do that right now. Let me go change that. Yeah, let me just delete that one. Create a secret key, copy that key. There we go. Yeah, let's hide that. Cool. I think that's good. Okay. Dope. Git ignore mirror.py changed, our requirements changed, and then we'll say feat take image and send it to OpenAI. Cool. Push that up. Cool. I mean, I think that's about all I'm gonna do today on this stream. So just to recap what we did today, we set up our complete environment. So we got our Docker file, we got our Docker Compose, which creates all the services for this project, which is just one container right now that's running the Python script. If we wanted more, we could add more services. We could create a full web page for it using Node.js or something. We created our Docker file, which goes through, installs FFmpeg for us, installs all of our Python packages, and then actually goes and runs our mirror script. And then we went in and actually coded up a few things. So first we started with FFmpeg recording a video stream from the camera that's attached to the Raspberry Pi. And then we served that up to a front end using HLS, or using Flask to serve up the web page, and then we're using HLS to actually stream the M3U8 files from our file directory that FFmpeg is creating, and we can actually see that. So yeah, let's just go show that off quickly, which is on 10.42.3000. So we can actually see a live stream here now. And then we created a automation on my home automation system that will connect to my little key fob here, and when I hit a specific button, it's going to hit an endpoint that's running on our new server here. And we created a route called trigger mirror, and that allows us to capture a single frame using OpenCV from the camera, and we can turn that into a base64 string, and that's a JPEG, and we can send that to OpenAI, and we can have it come up with some prompt or like roast this room is kind of what we ended up calling it. Use slang, be funny, send the image along with it, and then we can wait for its response, which was just like a really dumb response that it gave up here. So I think in the next stream, what we can do is come up with some better prompts. I think that like really refining what the prompt is going to be like, make it really funny, make it like shorter, make it not really seem like your standard like ChatGPT response. And then if we do that, then I think the next step is going to be to do the text to speech, which I use 11 Labs, and we can find a good voice for it. We can find, yeah, like basically what we want it to sound like. But yeah, sweet. Yeah, that was really fun. I think I'm gonna end this stream here, and I'm gonna start up a new stream, and we're gonna go into playing some like Minecraft or something. So if you want to stick around for that, I'll be streaming again in about like 10 minutes or something. All right, peace.